Reacting to Dragon Ball hot takes by Lonks Takes. Let's see if y'all niggas got hits or misses.
You guys have good Dragon Ball takes or terrible Dragon Ball takes? Let's find out. I think we should see more actual fighting instead of just big beams or ki blasts.
What? Hold on. Whoa. I think we should see more actual fighting instead of just big beams or ki blasts. My nigga, was you watching Dragon Ball with your eyes closed? Was your eyes inside your asshole while you was watching this shit? Big beams or ki blasts? My nigga, let's go through Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball, for the most part, was nothing but hands. You go up to Dragon Ball Z, literally the first fight you see, Raditz is fucking Goku and Piccolo up. They had to rely on a beam at the end to kill him. But other than that, it was mainly just fucking hands. Same thing with Vegeta versus Goku in the Saiyan Saga. Moving on to the Frieza Saga, you got Vegeta versus Qui, Goku versus the Ginyu Force, Goku versus Frieza, Vegeta versus Frieza, Piccolo versus Frieza, and then you go on into the motherfucking what's called Android Saga, Super Vegeta versus Cell, Androids versus the Z Fighters, of course, Gohan versus Cell, and then Buu Saga, Vegito versus Buu. Like, the list can go on and on throughout all of Dragon Ball, including GT and Super. So I'm like, I don't know what this nigga is trying to cook, but we gonna let him keep going, bruh.
Disable one of his opponent's limbs with an armbar or leg lock would be cool. And they should show the audience how fast these characters actually move by having everything else around them stay still in certain parts of the fight.
I didn't mean to click off. You can show niggas speed feats by not having everybody else pause. They literally have it to, like, again, with the Vegito versus Buu fight, Vegito was literally like after imaging Buu, and then it like faded into them fighting just to show how fast it was. So I think this take is pretty dog shit right now, I'm gonna be real, but yeah, we got a way long to go.
I know it's not just the most impressive way to show it, and they were probably going this fast near the end of the Namek Saga, but it would be a nice visual. So my thoughts on this take is the combat in Dragon Ball has never been like this.
Yeah.
Grappling has never been part of Dragon Ball. It's just not how the characters have ever been drawn to fight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this nigga watched Dragon Ball off of
I think this is
fan
a
arts.
Bad take for the combat of
It's
Dragon
a
Ball
dick
to suddenly
take.
switch up to something completely different. If you want grappling, go
watch Baki, nigga.
Right?
I can't get into that shit.
This is just
I can't get
how
into
the
that shit at
characters
all,
have
bro.
fought, really.
Fuck no.
And then the thing with the showing speed, I mean, sure, but like, it's never gonna be like more impressive than it already was. You can't show the degree of speed unless they're flying across the solar system or something, and that's just travel speed.
True.
So personally, I don't think this is a very good take. I think it's just substantially different from how Dragon Ball.
I know I'm a year late to this video, but give that nigga a dislike, bro.
This one, okay, it's not a terrible take.
Yes, it is.
This one's like a 5 for me.
Nigga, that's like a 3. Fuck no.
I hate how in the Cell Saga and Buu Saga, the main villain could be taken care of way earlier because of how dumb the characters were.
That's not a hot take. That's an opinion. It's literally like an opinion. A hot take. I don't know how to describe. Like this is not really a hot take. I hate this because it did this. It's like, okay, like a hot take is stating something. You know what I mean? Like hot take, pickles are ass. You know, or hot take, fucking gay sex is the best thing ever. It's even better than money. Like, that's a fucking hot take. That's a wrong hot take, but that's a hot take. So when you just say like, this game isn't for me. Okay, buddy, that's a statement.
I think he's just fundamentally forgetting how pretty much all those stupid choices are made for just, this is how the characters are. So if you think, I notice this happens. People only start to notice this stuff in the Cell Saga and Buu Saga.
Yeah.
Even though it pretty much started the moment Z started.
Yeah, they literally can kill characters anytime they want, but they just don't.
From an outside observer, a rational opinion. Like, for example, Vegeta, since the Saiyan Saga, like off rip when we're introduced to his character, he wants to goad people into using their full power because he thinks he can beat them. This isn't like new. So unless this person thinks Vegeta's been dumb the whole time, I'll go through the list right now.
It has been a character trait.
Use Kaioken to fight him, even though he could have just beaten base Goku. Is he stupid? He lets Zarbon transform. Is he stupid? He asks first form Frieza to go into second form and then gets his ass beat. Is he stupid? So
well, you might be stupid. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again and continuously you see that it doesn't work, yeah, my nigga, you might be missing a few screws. You might, your brain might be replaced with a dick inside of it. Cause if I circle C on this answer and it's wrong, maybe I should choose between A, B, or D. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna keep circling C. Like, nigga, that's a guaranteed wrong. So I feel him. It is pretty stupid. I think it's stupid for Vegeta to not like counter that shit, but it's just who the nigga is.
So it's weird for people to only start having this criticism at the
nigga said that's why Vegeta is weak in the top right. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
You guys get what I mean, right? So either you have problems with earlier arcs and you just didn't notice, or you don't like the later ones because it's just more obvious. Yes, it's more apparent with Cell and Boo. Yes, right. But it happened before. And right. Just people don't notice things because they haven't actually read Dragon Ball. This is true. This is a 0. This is a
that's
one.
Not. Yeah, this is a 0 hot take, but again, this is not really a hot take. That's what it feels like. It literally just, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not going to describe the shit again.
-1, 0. This is a terrible take. Zamasu should have survived the Goku Black arc. Instead of having 2 Zenos, they should have assumed Goku found him a friend, and now Zamasu is stuck babysitting Zeno and has to watch the Tournament of Power and freaks out about how much more powerful he thought mortals were.
Never let this nigga cook again. That is the most bullshit ass, ugly ass ending to a fucking arc. Imagine, oh God, look at this screen. It's so blurry. Hold on. There you go. I had to get off that screen. Bro, you want a major villain of Dragon Ball Super to be stuck with the curse of babysitting? That would be so much shit. I can't even, not only would that be like horrible fucking writing, you know what I mean? But that'll also, nigga, the slander Zamasu would receive on fucking Twitter. Oh my God. Oh, niggas calling my boy Goku Black a fraud, a babysitting fraud. I would have to log off. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take the slander. Hell nah. That would be, don't let fans pick up a motherfucking pen. All right. Fans need to be seated and just watch. That's their only job. Watch, not write. My God.
Such a goofy take.
He didn't put no emojis in that too. I feel like that nigga was dead ass.
Like this is actually just a fan fiction at this point. Like,
yeah, a lame ass fan fiction.
Reincarnated as Zamasu or something. Like just because he just wanted Zamasu to bald during the Tournament of Power. That would have really made the Tournament of Power a better arc, huh, guys? If just Merge Zamasu was just sitting there behind Zeno, just like steaming. He sees Kefla and he's like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, so like going off of this narrative, it literally would have made dude a serious character with a very like serious motive on what he does. This would like lowball him into just a gag, and that would have been horrible. So like Zamasu wouldn't be taken serious no more, and you don't really want that in Dragon Ball for like big time villains. You know what I mean? Where it's is low key kind of happened with Beerus, because Beerus went from being this destroyer god to mainly just, yeah, I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy that likes to eat, you know, for the most part. And yeah, we don't really have that much of a fear factor from Beerus. So if Zamasu had this curse, the fear factor from him would have been stripped. Like all of his aura would have been gone.
Like it's that, okay. It is a really funny scenario, but it should absolutely not have happened. He sees Topo become a god of destruction and use a Kai, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
So funny scenario. So I give it 10 out of 10 for funny.
0 out of 10 for an actual hot take. Level. Yeah.
Cooler and Z Broly are still the coolest antagonists in the franchise.
Okay, I feel like they're both non-canon, right? So clearly everything goes, right? But if we're going for canon, the coolest antagonist in the franchise, I would probably say Cell. Cell is the coolest. And then probably like Super Buu or like Buhan specifically. I think they're pretty damn. I can't speak. Holy shit. Pretty fucking cool. But non-canon, yeah, Z Broly, 100%. 1,000, a billion %. And then I'd probably give it between Cooler and or Janemba. So I think it's a pretty good take.
Edit. I gotta give Beerus his flowers too, but after his introduction, nothing as memorable has really been done with him.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just talking about too.
This is a base take to, again.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about base takes, I'm like, you just slam like your Dragon Balls on the table. You drop your power pole and
this guy's editing. I like it. I really do.
Stare someone in the eyes and go, nobody's cooler than Z Broly.
He sounds like Zero does coffee.
But I can't.
Shout out to Zero
for Z Broly. 8 out of 10.
Zero needs coffee. My bad.
7 out of 10. Caulifla and Kale's transformations would have been better if they had been given more time to develop them. We should also get to see more of Universe 6 since it's such a rich opportunity for storytelling.
That's a fact. I feel like that's a fact. This guy is spitting. Would for sure, if they got like a more, I'm not gonna necessarily say tragic because not everything needs to be tragic with this shit. But if a more like, I don't know, driven transformation requirement for Caulifla and Kale rather than just having a tingly spine feeling, nigga, I give you that. You know, I put dick in your back, now your shit feeling tingly, boom, Super Saiyan. You don't need to worry about that. That's kind of a lame reason. But I can't get too much on them because Goten and Trunks popped out the fucking womb, boom, Super Saiyan at the age of like 5 and 6 or some shit. And yeah, but as far as the see more of Universe 6, absolutely. I don't think anybody is against that. We get to see planet Sadala, I think that's what it's called. The planet full of Saiyans. We get to see how their environment is and how much different they are compared to Universe 7 Saiyans, who is, you know, Universe 7 is supposed to be like these ruthless motherfuckers, even though 99% of them is all dead and at a Michael Jackson concert. But these Saiyans, they could be nicer people. Most of them could be weak. Most of them could be strong. We don't know if a lot of these niggas have the potential of Broly. We don't know if they're just, we don't know. So we could literally see more of this and they could play a great part into the story. And yeah, great world building. So this is a 20 out of 10 take.
Here's my problem with takes like these.
A problem?
When people say blank would have been better if we spent more time on it. Yeah, obviously, right? So instantly, I think a take becomes bad, right? If they're like, oh, dude, if we spent more time with Vegeta learning Ultra Ego, it would be a cooler form.
Yeah, he wants the take to be like,
obviously, that's what time investment
you don't want it to be obvious, right? Okay, sure.
So
I get that. I get that.
Don't love takes like this, because they're kind of self-evident and don't actually reveal anything.
Right.
However,
I got a hot take real quick. I know I keep pausing. I feel like I'm Dante. Holy shit. But a take I have, Super Saiyan 4 clears every single fucking transformation in the series. I think it blows out Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, Blue Kaioken, Evolution, even Ultra Instinct, even though that's not a Super Saiyan transformation. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 clears. The GT version, not the Daima version. I don't like how the fucking hands look, but yeah, the Super Saiyan 4 and GT clears.
Seeing more of Universe 6 might be cool, or any of the other universes. So I'm gonna give this one like a 4.
Damn.
GT Goku canonically one-shots all of Super.
This is not a take. This is just factually wrong. This nigga don't know power scaling. Okay. So, buddy, let me just wrap this all up. Okay, so I'm assuming that this guy is one of those stupid niggas that think that like, oh, GT Goku has to be stronger because this happens right after Super. It's like, well, technically, no, it's not even technically. It's literally no, because it just got retconned. GT got retconned into Super now. So GT doesn't exist in the main canon timeline. And even so, let's say even if it did, right? Even if it fucking did, let's say it ended right after the Tournament of Power, Tournament of Power goes into GT. Goku would be having Super Saiyan 4 stacked on Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is not touching Beerus right now. Beerus is, especially in the manga, I ain't gonna go too much into it, but in the manga, you can clearly see that Beerus is levels stronger than Goku and Vegeta still is. Like it's fucking insane. So with Beerus, hell no. And then Whis, nigga, you're smoking dick. You need to put down the motherfucking joints and pick up a water bottle and read a goddamn book, my nigga, because this shit is deplorable. If niggas brought back stoning, you would have got stoned for this. I can't even talk about other punishments, but saying GT Goku would wash Whis or just one shot him at that, yo, my nigga, I oughta one shot your ass. I oughta bust on your motherfucking face and put a blindfold over your eyes and make you stay blind and only see my kids for a span of 10 years over a fucking wrong ass take like this. The fact that this shit has 4 likes and no dislikes, my nigga, I'm not gonna lie. I'm your only dislike. With all due respect, I hope you're having a great day though.
With the exception of Beerus and Whis. Now, if you notice, his parentheses have circumvented his own take. They've undermined his own.
I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I take back everything I just said. It said with the exception of Beerus and Whis. My bad. I'm a dumbass. I just went on that whole rant. I'm sorry. Let me take my nut back into my dick and unblindfold you. I hope you're having a great day. But still, canonically, one shot's all a super. That's wrong. UI Goku taps that nigga. Broly taps that nigga. Gogeta taps that nigga. Vegeta taps that nigga. I'm sorry. Even a lot of niggas don't want to hear this, but Cabba was literally on par with fucking Vegeta during the Universe 6 versus 7 little thing for a second, right? And that Vegeta is stronger than God Goku in the God of Destruction Beerus movie, or Battle of Gods movie. So Super Saiyan 4 can't compete with gods unless you want to go off of fucking, Dragon Ball Heroes, which everything competes with everything. But yeah, no, I hate to tell you, buddy, but GT Goku, a lot of niggas in Super, both weak and strong niggas, one tap that nigga. And I hate to admit it because he's had Super Saiyan 4, but it is what it is.
Take. Why? Because Goku is stronger than Beerus in the anime. Unless he's just talking about the manga. The only way this works is than Beerus in the anime. Because Goku is stronger than Beerus in the anime.
No, he's not. That's not true. That's a wrong thing. He's not stronger than Beerus in the anime. Beerus was shocked by Ultra Instinct, but he is not stronger than him at all. At all.
Unless he's just talking about the manga. The only way this works is if he's just talking about the manga. And I don't know why he's saying canonically, unless he unironically thinks that GT is still canon, even though it never was. Alright, this guy misinterpreted what I think either he's doing a bit or he misinterpreted what a hot take means. Hot take. I once took a hot bowl of rice out of the microwave and it hurts.
Skip this nigga. Yeah,
Listen, he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Nigga.
10 out of 10 take.
He's lost.
I have taken rice out of the microwave, and it has hurt. Based. Absolutely based. We're not going to get a better take than this right here. If Goku was sent to Avatar's Pandora instead of Earth, he would not be able to survive in any way. Now, chat.
I can't speak for this. I have no idea what the fuck this is.
Can anyone tell me why this is an absolutely nonsensical take? Of course Goku couldn't survive. There's no air on Pandora.
Yeah, Avatar's Pandora. I don't know what that is. Are we talking about like the Avatar The Last Airbender
hot take. Yo, Goku can only breathe oxygen.
Like the blue one.
What a flaming take. If Goku's spaceship as a baby had fallen into the sun, I don't think he'd live. If Broly had thrown Kid Goku into the sun, I don't think he'd live.
Just chucked his own dad at the moon,
versus ravenous animals is a pretty hot take. He just holds his breath. Dude, he cooked. I'm gonna like this one. That's a good take. Base take. I personally don't believe in the 50 times multiplier of the Super Saiyan transformations. Somewhere in the internet, Toriyama mentioned how he thought that the multiplier was as much as the Uzaru, which is 10 times base. So I'm inclined to believe him.
Well, okay. I get that Dragon Ball can be confusing as hell a lot of times, especially with super retconning a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, Super Saiyan is stated to be a 50 times multiplier. You don't have to believe it, but it's literally there, my nigga. You can't do nothing against facts. It's a stated thing. Super Saiyan is a 50 times multiplier. You can't do some shit about that. I'm sorry. Hey. Yeah, my nigga, tough titties.
This is not a great take. You would just have to actively retcon power levels in the story for this to make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially because, 20 times Kaioken Goku was a thing. It literally can't be 10 times. It would make him literally weaker than Kaioken. He's just like, oh no, he's whipping out a form half as strong as before. I won't be able to handle this one. So, gotta give this one like a 0.
Yeah.
I don't have to read this one out loud. This is the most base take of all time.
People should start the series from the beginning instead of skipping 40% of the story. That's not a hot take. Guys, holy shit. Yo, hot take. Say some crazy shit, my nigga. Say some. Matter of fact, I seen it while I was coming up here. A hot take. This nigga over here said Krillin has better fights than Vegeta in Dragon Ball. That's a fucking hot take. I'm gonna have to react to that next. Because I don't know what the fuck dick this nigga is smoking, but I low-key want some of it. Pause. Because Krillin has better fights than Vegeta. That's a lie. This nigga didn't even get active like that in the Android Saga. What the hell is this nigga talking about? Anyways.
This is the most base take of all time. 10 out of 10. 200 out of 10. People should start the series from the beginning instead of skipping 40% of the story and starting in the Saiyan Saga. I can't give this enough 10s out of 10s. People who unironically haven't read the entirety of Dragon Ball or watched the entirety of Dragon Ball.
Bro.
That is literally insane to me.
This is not a hot
there's
take.
People who are like, oh yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. And they haven't seen Goku versus Piccolo. Oh yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. Don't even know who Jackie Chun is. Oh yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball fan.
I remember I was having a debate with some niggas at my school that was like fucking with Dragon Ball. This is back when I was in middle school. And niggas had no idea who I was talking about when I said Demon King Piccolo. They thought I was talking about like the main Piccolo, or technically Piccolo Jr. I don't know why his junior name just completely is, no longer Piccolo Jr. But they think I was talking about Piccolo and Z. Like, no, nigga, I'm talking about Demon King Piccolo from Dragon Ball. I'm talking about that nigga's fodder. His fodder. Hate seeing frauds. Goddamn. Also, this nigga got his turtle. I don't care. I'm starting this shit.
Fan hasn't even seen the first Tri-Beam. Like, what are we doing here? Like, be so real with me right now. TFS. They're talking about Dragon Ball Z Abridged. For those who don't.
Oh my god, son! This is not even the actual series. TFS was the nail in the coffin that turned Dragon Ball into a parody of itself. Am I reading that right? TFS was the nail in the coffin that turned Dragon Ball into a parody of itself. I don't know about that one, Chief. But yeah, no, nigga, I'm not gonna count this as a Dragon Ball Z hot take. This is a fan-made thing, my nigga. Let's focus on the main subject, damn it.
No. Was the nail in the coffin that turned Dragon Ball into a parody of itself. This has to actually be like one of the worst takes I've ever seen.
I'm not going to count this take.
Has zero influence on Dragon Ball. The only thing that this could mean is that he watched TFS and it somehow changed how he saw Dragon Ball.
That is true. That's probably it right there.
Which means if you let a parody ruin the thing it's parodying, I don't think you really paid attention to the thing you were watching in the first place.
Damn.
This is a really bad take.
His comment doesn't even have any likes on it or like dislikes.
You don't need to go harass him or anything, but this is a pretty bad take.
Mm.
Great Saiyaman Gohan is Gohan at his best.
Whoa! No, nigga! No, nigga! Whoa! Whoa, 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 nigga! You're smoking dick, you're smoking Twinkies, you're smoking that Thrax, you're smoking cock, you're smoking testicles, you're smoking balls, you're smoking that booger sugar, you're smoking that hellish relish, that smellish dick. Boy, you sipping on that cocky McSplocky Wocky. What take is this? Great Saiyaman Gohan? Is Gohan at his best? Better than Cell Saga Gohan? Yeah, no. Sure. Great Saiyaman Gohan, right? I don't know what time period he's talking about. This could be Super, where he's a family man, or he's talking about Z. But we're going to talk about Z in the Buu Saga, where this nigga was a teen. No. Great Saiyaman Gohan was when this nigga was a lot weaker, right? This nigga was a lot fucking weaker. He constantly wasn't training. Okay, well, I'm not going to get on him for constantly not training because he doesn't even like to fight, but he wasn't training like that, even though that he was the sole protector of Earth at that time because Goku was dead, right? Because his outfit, Great Saiyaman's outfit fucking sucks. The helmet, ass. ASS ass. The cape, get rid of it. I like his outfit when he had the black and green on and he was fighting Dabura until that shit got ripped off and he was just in a onesie. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That shit was fire. But other than that, nah. Hell nah. And on top of that, Great Saiyaman Gohan didn't really do anything significant. Whereas Cell Saga Gohan, okay, Gohan, he learns how to get his fucking Super Saiyan transformation, all right? He does that, he trains, he understands more of his Saiyan genetics. Then he unlocks Super Saiyan 2, which is the best transformation sequence in Dragon Ball Z. That's a hot take right there. And then like he becomes like this massive fucking shit talker to Cell, and we see this ruthless side of him, right? And then on top of that, he said Cell Saga, not just Cell games, but Cell Saga. And that same saga, Gohan still wanted to focus on studies and still wanted to be true to his own character. So this nigga is saying Great Saiyaman is Gohan at his best. Nigga, you are smoking Thrax. That's all. I think this is a 2 out of 10 take, but that's just me.
Better than Cell Saga Gohan, don't at me. I think I gotta say it. This is a really base take.
What?
You just dropped an insanely base
take.
Oh,
hell nah.
Because most people would disagree with you, and I don't hate that take.
I'm not most, I'm all.
Gohan is really fun when he's the Great Saiyan Man. I think his moments when he gets angry during the tournament are really cool.
What do you mean he gets during the tournament is really cool? He doesn't do nothing. The nigga gets mad on the side and doesn't do nothing, and then when he gets a chance to do something, the nigga gets his fucking intestines snatched from him. Well, he doesn't get the whole intestine snatched, but he gets his energy snatched from his intestines because he got stabbed there, and then that was it. What? And then when Majin Vegeta pulled up, he didn't do shit. Granted, it's fucking Majin Vegeta, the GOAT, but what? Okay, anyways.
Now, you can disagree, but you can't say this is not a base take. Dude, keep talking, coming in at the last moment and just dropping just like a insanely base take.
Nah, like, nigga.
Everyone cheers in chat
nigga.
For keep talking here. He just dropped a banger.
Nah, nigga.
And this is not because he gave me $5, because I roasted the other take that I got $5 for. That's a base take. That's an insanely base take.
Respectfully
and that's
disagree.
Where we're gonna stop for now.
Okay, so he's gonna stop there. Cool. So that's the reactions. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say to that, but hey, it was a cool video. Most of these niggas did not make a hot take. Some of them was just stating some bullshit. But other than that, I enjoyed this. Yeah, hopefully I can bring some more what's it called, reactions to the shit. I'm going to start reacting to stuff on Twitch more and just throwing them up here too. I love you guys. That's my video. And well, that's his, whatever. Fuck you.